Moment of silence, pledge of allegiance. Okay, we'll pledge the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, approval of the minutes from 5/18/26 to 6/2/26.
I just saw it for somebody else.
Okay, I mean, it seems very cut and dry, but I just wanted to make sure there wasn't anything else that we needed to do.
So did everybody have a chance to look at the minutes? Were there any concerns?
I'd like to make an amendment to June 2nd's meeting minutes. To delete the second and third sentence.
So I think I had a chance to talk with Anna Marie before the meeting, so I think the second, I think what she's referring to is the second bullet point under motions, the second and third sentences is, I believe, what you would like to exclude from the minutes as
Right.
proposed.
Well, it would be the second, third, and the fourth. Because that's not what was said.
So is that a motion?
That's a motion.
I'll second it.
Roll call. Yes.
Yes. Yes. And I'm
Yes.
still reading.
Okay.
So how did it get in here if it wasn't said?
Who did the meeting minutes?
Was that,
Who did the meeting minutes?
Sorry.
It's an opinion, it's not what was said. We had the solicitor there with us.
okay, I was just asking a question.
Okay.
You don't have to get snippy.
Well,
I wasn't at
All
a
right,
meeting.
wait, I don't wanna go there.
But I'm not,
I
I wasn't
know,
at the meeting, so I wanted to know what was said.
I wasn't happy either
And it
because,
wasn't said. So how was it in there if it wasn't said at the meeting?
I didn't do the meeting minutes.
It was absolutely, let's discuss this about the waiver.
It says the volunteer said he would, but the volunteer was not at the meeting.
Yeah, I mean,
So he wasn't at the meeting, but he was also, we talked about that before, that he was willing to sign a waiver. I mean, I really don't care, I'll take it out. But that's exactly what happened. So take it out, because you got, just said no, whatever. Don't matter. So, are we ready then?
there's a motion and a second, if everybody's done reviewing.
Roll call.
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
No,
Tom,
no. So it's what, 3-2? So
4 to 2.
4-2 pass.
so it was everything after the first sentence?
So the first sentence will stay, the last sentence will stay, it's the
Everything in between,
commentary.
okay.
meeting, we'll all get a new thing. Put that out.
So long as the, wherever you keep the minutes at, so long as they actually reflect it without it is.
Okay, any other things on the minutes? Anybody? So let me do it again. In favor? We're done?
I think we
No,
already,
wait,
we
it's
already
not
approved it, we
done.
just
Okay.
proved it amended.
Oh, wait,
You got
yeah,
something
no,
else?
never mind.
So I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from 5/18 and June 2nd meeting.
Yeah, minus the,
With the corrections.
corrections, yes.
I'll second it.
See,
Yes.
that's what I'm saying,
Yes.
I'm going through the whole thing
Yes.
now, we just did one part.
Oh. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Borough bills from the general fund. Any,
You got this one.
any questions on the bills?
Do we have any from
Go
the,
ahead.
do we
Okay.
have any from maintenance?
Do you put our? The last one.
And now, okay.
Jason, would you?
I'm gonna make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Code enforcement officer.
Well, there's not a, excuse me, not a whole lot I can report openly, but we have been working on going through the ordinances, have been working on tagging homes. I'll say it's an estimate about 98% of the people that have received tags have corrected the issues. Some people are not happy of it, but that's to be expected. I still have not issued any fines. I do need to have a meeting with the Public Safety Committee and the committee that oversees the code enforcement. I have received a phone call, and also I'd like Chief to be there, from an individual's representative who would like to talk and maybe have a meeting with you guys, and I'll fill you in on the information there, but it's proprietary, can't really give it out in a public forum. Other than that, I have really not much to say.
There was a car that I seen had a tow tag on it.
That would have been the
Okay, it's
police.
gone.
Yep,
That's all I wanted to know.
It's, as far as I know, it's gone.
it's gone.
Can I ask you, how soon would you need a meeting?
The sooner the better, because there is a time frame to it, but we got some time.
Susan, myself, Rich, and Susan.
I probably, if you guys could meet tonight, it would probably take 5-10 minutes. It's not gonna be a long meeting. But if not, we can set something up to meet.
That's good.
Can
You wanna do it after the meeting?
after the meeting?
That works fine for me.
Okay. We'll take notes.
Suzanne, you good after the meeting? Long as brief.
Say yes.
Okay, so you will meet
just wanna say thank you, Chuck, you're doing a fantastic job, and it is painful, but we've never had a code enforcement, continue to do what you're doing, so
Yeah,
I appreciate everything you're doing.
It's a process.
It is, and the town's looking a lot better.
It is. Like I said, 98% of the people are
Right.
applying, and you're gonna have that everywhere. Actually, numbers surprised me. I thought I was gonna get a lot more kickback.
Yeah. Thank you.
And Carol Shorella said the same, you're not going nowhere, she said.
Okay, emergency management coordinator.
I attended the last training via Zoom meeting. It wasn't much, it was just talking about resources available to the county for, search and rescue and such things. We have Liam Search and Rescue available to us if we need it. It's a company out of Elwood. It's search dogs, cadaver dogs, and stuff like that. And the whole meeting was just basically, them talking about what they do. Other than that, nothing much under emergency management.
Is that it?
That's it, sorry.
Fire department.
Fire department report, Ryan.
Bills are being paid as expected, and July's meeting will have the next quarterly report of what's being paid and utilized financially.
That's it.
The only other thing I have in the fire department, and I was gonna wait for this, but I mean, that's what Athena and I were talking about, is what we're gonna do for Sunday, July 12th for the, train coming through. But that's gonna be a cooperative between fire department, police department, and Athena.
Is that big?
That's the big steam train,
What date is that?
July 12th.
Paige looked it up.
Make it from
There's like
It says, yeah,
there's only a few of them, maybe only one Monday.
it will be here at 9:10.
No way.
I was thinking
No way.
9:30.
She already
Yeah.
read the she wants the video.
Well,
I'm
I'm
not
not
doing it.
power
It's
up
back
the
to
tracks.
the video.
That's
See,
what I
yeah.
do.
We just gotta orchestrate.
I guess we just gotta
I've
prepare
just been
for it.
researching the heck out of it, I'm super excited, so.
I
see it coming right through.
I was told there's the possibility that 4th Avenue might be filled with people watching it.
Yeah, there's a good, cause I
So
we have
we
the
need
perfect
to-
viewing.
good view,
right in my
backyard.
Yeah, you're golden.
Yeah, it's just we need to figure something out, because I was told upwards of 2,100 people possibly lining up 4th Avenue.
Big
They
steam
usually,
train,
they can't all park
big
here,
boy.
but like they won't be able to find enough street parking.
Yeah.
Rachel better be ready, walking down.
Is it stopping or is it just
No,
going?
It's just going through.
It's just a viewing.
Yeah, it's like,
It's
blink
pretty
and you
long.
miss it.
It's gotta have a speed
Maybe
limit
it should
on
only
the
go
town.
20-ish miles per hour when it comes through, cause it can't.
Yeah.
We ain't never had a train go more than 3 miles an hour.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it'll go super fast, I don't think it can because of the proximity to the roadways and the crossings and
But
houses.
on this site, she said it has the times.
Would be the town, it
that
would
it's coming
derail
through
it.
the town, and where it'll be, at what time, and it's gonna be at Koppel.
It's leaving Conway at 9.
Yeah,
And it says it'll be in Koppel at 9:10.
I never saw that, I just saw it's leaving Conway at 9, it's gonna be in Struthers, Ohio at 10:30, so I estimated 9:30 to 9:40.
Does it have a flux capacitor?
Don't ask me.
Several.
Your
How many
daughter
gigawatts?
is
Yeah.
on and she's watching that site like you wouldn't believe it.
Well, either way, I
Better
would
to
tell
be
people to
early
be
than
down
late.
there like a little before 9, get set up, and, do you wanna talk about that now or wait till?
I guess we can do it under the mayor's report.
Okay, we'll circle back to this in a minute. So he can keep going with his 15 other reports.
I'm done with the fire department.
You also
Yeah, you
then
good.
have police and.
Okay, police, I passed out the incidents for the month,
I didn't know how to, sorry.
it was a busier month, but that includes, the count includes traffic, tickets this time. I figured that out when I helped. The traffic enforcement at Ida and Marion, or Ida and Second Avenue. It's not making people very happy, but they're getting stopped.
Well, they need to slow down.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
all of the above.
the enforcement is working,
Good.
so I'm seeing less traffic flow coming through there.
Speaking of there, right behind my house, that alley,
Mhm.
Speed
they're
limit.
flying down that alley. Like flying.
Cutting the light off
But
totally.
specific vehicles or just everybody?
A lot of people. I guess they're trying to beat the light or whatever they're trying to do, but I mean, they're flying. And there's kids and dogs back here.
Okay, so we got a new problem.
Yeah,
We
they're
took care of
flying.
one, we got a new one, they're
They
trying to
just
find
went to
another
the
way
alley.
around.
That's the alternate route.
I'm gonna find a use for my road spikes.
I would love them back there, believe me.
Alright, well, any particular time, Rob?
But you see
It's usually probably in the evening. I'd say like people getting off work and stuff like
So
that.
like 4 to 6?
Yeah, I'd say
Okay.
about that.
Other than that, the weekends have been getting crazy. Everybody, if you watched the video I sent in the chat, we had 34 rounds fired off on Mount Street and 18. That's currently under investigation. 3 people are going to be charged, and we're trying to find the other 2. The shell casings all went to the ATF today to match the shell casings to the guns.
Was that up by Dollar General or?
Yes.
Because my girlfriend, she was there, like when she thought her car got hit.
Yeah, that's what
And
it
I thought
was.
she was crazy. I said it's just fireworks.
No, it was
Yeah.
34 gunshots.
Yeah, okay.
What, was that a motorcycle involved?
It was just two guys on a quad. One was driving, one was shooting.
It's not this guy's that got through the party, but John Martin.
What was the first, no, that was automatic weapons.
No, it wasn't. It was all 9 millimeters. It was all
That
semi-auto.
fast?
Yep. When you're not hitting nothing, you can shoot that fast.
So nothing got hit, like
Just a house. A house got hit by 1 round.
They're lucky.
Everyone's
Yeah.
very
Real lucky.
Inside. Yeah, that's scary.
Nothing on the traffic cams or nothing.
I searched the traffic cams. There's a whole story to the scenario that I can't get into right now, but the quad never came through the intersection of the traffic cams, but another car possibly did that was involved, and it's a dramatic chain of events.
There was a car first and then the bike was later.
Yes.
Was they both involved?
I'm thinking they were both involved, but I can't confirm that right now. I'm working on it.
Is that the state police investigating?
No, it's me and the county detectives.
Okay.
Okay, you done?
I'm done.
Maintenance report. You on that one? Engineers report.
Our engineers are here.
Yeah, he's here too, about the finding of the specs and all that.
Name's Frank Lonnie, remember me, I was here handful
You
meetings
come
back.
up here if you want.
Because we're not.
You're fine.
No,
This is
come
my
on.
better side. I met with Anne Marie and Sam a few weeks back. We looked at some roads that you guys potentially want to do some paving on. I did come up with some estimates on some costs associated with that. I wasn't quite sure how much the borough wanted to spend fund-wise for paving. So, I mean, that was the one question I did have. But, I mean, there are, on the
Right, we
options.
talked options.
Yeah. And if borough doesn't wanna spend that much, bidding threshold is 24,500 now. I'd suggest doing something small. I know you guys looked like you were doing some work on Ida Street where you were patching some holes. Maybe that's a good candidate for just doing the mill and overlay and extend that life of that road for a little while longer. I think tar and chip came up in conversation, but I always kinda try to suggest not going with tar and chip unless it's a very light traffic or people don't really care about knocking up stone, but I don't typically bring that option up. So
Yeah, that
that is the
came
cheapest
from-
option if you want to do something like that, but
Yeah, mine's busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's the cheapest option, but It's not the safest for motorcycles,
No,
and there are a lot of
definitely isn't.
motorcycles around here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, we put tar and chip.
I'm just making that statement. I don't need any more
He
paperwork.
gave us estimates for milling and overlay.
And then I
And
can-
I did call, cause I didn't really know what overlay was, and he said it is just a thin coat of asphalt.
Yeah, it's the wearing course bridge I was talking about, milling off the wearing course of the road. Road's typically made up of wearing course and then a bigger aggregate, which is your binder beneath that, and a base course, they even have bigger stone in it. I'm just talking about cheapest options, milling off that top layer and putting down new layer, kinda like was done on Mary Street, I guess, a few
Right.
years back. Do something similar if you wanted to do on IDA.
Yeah.
It might be potentially underneath that bidding threshold, so all I do is get, 3 quotes from contractors.
So you'd be under the bid threshold,
Yeah.
you think, yeah?
And
Yeah.
positives with that is I don't have to put together specs for you guys and then save costs there. Those are some options. If you wanna do something bigger, I'm more than happy to sit down and crunch other numbers for you or do something more elaborate for whatever you guys need. So, for
Yeah, I
discussion.
have.
But you're probably only gonna get 2 years out of that road, I would say.
Well, with you guys doing some, work on the potholes there, I mean, that's, when you mill an overlay, if you don't address what's beneath it, it's not gonna last as long, but if you address what's causing those potholes or, issues beneath that top layer, it helps extend the road's life longer. And if, we were out there the other day, they were doing some, pothole repairs on IDA, so, you know, it's a good candidate for now just overlaying over top of that whole road, make it all nice and uniform. Yeah, I mean, you can't say that anything with freezing thaw in Pennsylvania. I can't guarantee anything, but, I mean, something like that should hold up pretty well as long as you address what's beneath. Now, I didn't stand around and watch to see, make sure they addressed everything, but assuming they did, it should hold up longer than if they would just mill it and overlay without doing anything beneath it. Does that answer your question?
Any other questions? Mary, the way we did Mary, I showed him from Lindsay, the paving, or no, Z paving did that. And that was done in 23, and it's still looking like it's good.
Yeah, but that don't get as much traffic.
No.
Well,
I
Mount
don't get
Street,
it.
yeah, it got tore up with all those triaxles.
Is it-
They just ate the road up when they
Yeah.
were working in town.
Well, does IDA have a lot of truck traffic on it like that, or?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Does IDA have a lot of truck traffic like that? They're like,
Truck traffic?
Truck traffic.
No.
No.
Well, I mean,
No,
that's-
Mount Street's the main, yeah.
It's
main
just all
one.
people trying to get away from the red light and get up onto the highway.
Right.
cause that's gonna be the biggest damage, garbage trucks, triaxles, any heavy loaded vehicles, that's what's gonna damage the average car, it's not gonna cost much.
Mhm.
You know, the average car just can't obey the speed limits and stop signs.
Yeah. But I mean,
Why would they tar and chip something and then tear it up and pave? First pave it, tear it up, tar and chip it, and then pave it again. You gotta explain that.
I don't typically see that in boroughs. It's like, I see tar and chip usually used on like a township road, it's a back road where there's not much traffic at all, like, I mean,
But
I
I'm
see that.
talking all in the same year.
And I haven't, personally, I haven't done that, so I don't know if,
It's like PennDOT projects, I think.
Yeah.
I thought maybe you'd have a better base by doing that or something.
Stay off of Cherry Hill Road, cause they just target.
Cause they did Koppel
Yeah.
Valley Road like that.
Yeah,
Koppel
that's
Valley Road.
all.
I've seen some municipalities, they'll just tar and chip on top of tar and chip until they build it thicker and thicker each year.
The roads too.
Yeah, some township roads are like that, where it's just tar and chip over tar and chip each, every so often,
Cause he
it's another layer.
the rest of it.
But,
They said it's pretty good.
So at this point, Frank, are you looking for some direction?
yeah, direction, if you wanted me to be involved or pull something together, if you wanna go after, use more borough funds to go after something larger, or if you wanna do something small, then I would suggest trying to keep it under that dollar amount. But legally, you can't break up a project and get,
Sure.
to do 2 small projects to get both under that bid threshold.
Yeah.
But that's where there's solicitors here to guide you in that direction.
What he said.
As an engineer, I can tell you all different combinations to do that.
Yeah.
Frank, did you identify any areas for the dirt and gravel, road studies program? Like any additional you did?
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, there are more applicable alleys in the borough if you wanted to go after this one as well.
Do you see like like which would be the best candidate, you think?
Well,
Cause we ought to do that.
you do have the dirt and gravel alleys in town here and there, but, there's also, you probably qualify for the low volume road portion of it as well. Now,
We never did the road study,
and I
but
think-
I think if you do that, isn't that, was that for paving?
Yeah, we did that.
You had to pave it, or
Yeah.
is that what it was? And that's why we
My
wanted to
understanding
not
is
do.
it's a pretty simple study where you really just sit there for a 2-hour window
Right.
and count cars
Yeah.
and flow.
But I think, yeah, you do have to, did you have to get?
We did that.
We didn't actually, we didn't count, we never sat and counted, we talked about it, we never did it.
So that's the first step if you wanted to go after one of these, side roads or alleys that you know doesn't have a lot of volume traffic. It's like, I think there's 2 windows, one's in the morning, one's in the afternoon,
Right.
so you count cars, and then it opens up a window to apply for funds for it.
I mean, in your subway, First Avenue, your subway, we were gonna try to,
And I honestly
Because it's
think
so-
that one's gonna, yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
if that one gets too much traffic just because of people trying to, again, circumvent the light and also
Right.
the business going into Subway.
Now, I can help you contact the county to start that discussion, but
Oh, yeah, I can.
I can't do the study, as
Yeah.
engineer, the borough has, you guys have to do that yourself.
And also
I just-
just phone a call and see if there's any
Yeah.
things there.
It's a simple
Yeah.
example.
sit in a chair.
The applicant themselves have to conduct that.
Yeah, she does have money sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
that's how we go.
I can't remember though, wait, what is the advantage of going with the low volume road over the dirt and gravel, a portion of it?
I don't know if there's an advantage, I mean, the county gets applications from all over the county.
Right.
And they only have a certain pot for each program.
Right, like last year, I think we were the only applicant,
Yeah, which,
which if that happens again, we
if
would
they
be.
rank you, you're the only one,
Yeah.
you happen to.
Which is why I think we ought to try again, just in
Yeah.
case they didn't get, more applications.
That's the funny thing about, every county has this program, but yeah, a lot of counties end up not having a lot of projects half the time.
Yeah.
And even if you apply, for it and you don't get it, I don't know how the ranking system, if it helps bump you up the next year for the same project.
I'm not
if you
sure.
reapply, it might, cause they keep seeing you on the list. And sometimes if you do apply, if there's a couple that apply at the same time, sometimes they do try to spread that out over all the projects, so you might not get the full amount of funding, but at least you get something. So that's another option, but I could always start that coordination with the county, see if we just get on their radar for something.
Yeah.
There's money out there. The other one, was mentioned, LSA statewide, which we applied for last year for you guys for Arthur Street, the additional funds. That one,
We didn't get it.
well, and that one hasn't been awarded yet. Still one of these ones with Greg.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of the one that we applied to the previous year.
Yeah, that one you did not receive, but this one, I hope they announce something soon, cause, last year, the program opened up in July, so I would expect probably the program again to open up, this July or potentially August, so probably next month or two we'll know.
And we should, I'd say if we don't get anything, keep applying to
Yeah.
that to complete the storm sewer
Yeah.
project.
That's that one was, why a lot of people apply to that one is because it has that 0% match
Yes.
requirement, so anyone, they're offering free money pretty much. That's why pretty much everyone applies.
Yes.
I would suggest that as well. The other thing I did want to mention with Arthur Street in that conversation, I believe you guys received emails for signatures for that, because I believe they were gonna extend, you guys had that $200,000 in funds.
Yep.
Sitting,
I signed it.
yes.
Were you able to sign yours, Tom? That email that I told you about?
Did I need to sign it or am I not a signer?
It was 2 signatures was,
It was Mary Sue and Tom,
Mary
that's
Sue
fine.
and Tom.
I got mine.
I'll do it as soon as I get it.
Yeah, you check your email, it's just a digital signature request. It was for, I believe, the extension, for
Yeah.
time extension to use those funds, so, gives us till next year. So, I guess, direction from you, I'd be looking for, if you wanted me to be involved with some paving, if you want me to put some other numbers together, I'd be more than happy to, if you wanted me to come look at any other streets, I'd be more than happy to.
I think we're gonna have a discussion.
Yeah, there's no,
Get in touch with you.
and then the dirt and gravel overall road program,
See if
start
it's
talking
ready.
about it again this year, cause I think, don't quote me, I know Washington County, their program closes June 30th.
Ours I thought was November when we applied, it was pretty late in the year.
That's probably these programs, and I can't.
They're
straight
different
my head.
depending on the
Every
county.
county is slightly different. Requirements are typically the same, but, it just seems like certain counties, accept applications there at certain times of the year.
That would be good. Oh, Hannah Ward, there, she
Yes.
just popped right up. Okay.
But I'd be more than happy to reach out to her if you need to do that as well.
Thank you. I'll reach out.
Thanks, Frank.
Let me go back to the maintenance report. Is it okay to do that? I just wanna bring up a few things on the maintenance report, because I thought it could be under new business, but it probably should be under maintenance. Just wanted to bring up we did get, that one call from the 811s about marking the poles. We got, Penn Power's coming in, and there's, I think, 6 poles that are being replaced. So, we weren't sure how to get this handled, because I know if we don't get it done in a timely fashion, we get fined. Speaking yesterday, we had totally forgot about the fact that Clay has the ability to do this. He's already an employee, so I sent a text out as a group text, but he's already an employee of the borough. He knows how to do it, so he's agreed to take care of these, 7 poles marking for, storm sewage. Anybody have anything on that?
How's he expect to get notified?
What do you mean?
How's he getting notified? Or does he know that one call comes in?
Oh, well, he's only doing it now because I gave him the ones you sent to me. I highlighted all the addresses, the poles, whatnot. So I just gave him what I had, and, he's already contacted the number on the, what do you call it, one calls. I spoke to the guy last week, explained to him our situation. He said, it's cool, he'll give us some additional time to reach out to him this week. We called him yesterday. He knows what we need to mark. He knows we've been in contact with him, so Clay's gonna do the marking for us. And then he's also gonna be the one to call, the 811 and let them know that, our end is handled.
Cause I get them in fairly often.
Oh, really?
So I
Okay.
get an email address to forward those to them. So
Okay.
they don't know anything.
When's he plan on doing this?
As soon as he can, cause I told him that they're kind of under a time restraint, even though they know we're in a situation. They're trying to give us, some slack. So they said, even though the date was last week, the guy on the one call said he's gonna give us up till this week. So we have been in contact, letting them know that we are handling it. They're good with that. Other thing I wanted to ask, right now, with the grass getting longer, in the process of, maintenance staffing issues, I spoke with one, Mike Edmonds. He did say that he is having health issues, is not able to really help with anything anymore. So I don't know if we need to still keep him on the books or just remove him. So he said health issues, age, that he would not be able to assist anymore. So that's one thing I'd like to bring up. And 2, other person on the book is Clayton. Asked him about doing some part-time helping, possibly cutting grass and whatnot, when he gets a minute, cause he's already on the books, we ain't gotta mess with him at the moment. And he said that he would be willing, but he would like to be at the pay temporarily until we get somebody in there to be at the pay to help out. I don't know if that makes sense.
If he's just cutting grass, he doesn't need to be at that pay.
Well, here's the
What's he
problem.
at now? Do you know? Like,
Did you, I know you.
He's 15 maybe.
15.
I guess it is public record.
I think he said he's at 15, and I've heard,
The high pay is for somebody who's doing everything.
yeah,
It was $15 an hour.
okay.
15.
But that's why I tried to ask him if he'd be willing to help, but he said he would if we could get him that temporary full-time pay. So I don't know if we could, being that we're not paying somebody at that at the moment, but If not, we'll just have to sit and wait until we get somebody in a position. But I did wanna at least communicate that.
Why couldn't we? I mean, there's a difference between do you want to and can you? And that's my only question is I wanna know what I'm missing, if I'm missing anything as to why you couldn't.
I don't wanna say it's not
When does he plan on cutting grass if need, cause I know he works full-time during the day.
That's what I asked him, he didn't say anything definite, I told him that I'd bring it up at the meeting, find out first, tell him what he felt, see what you guys thought, and then I'd get back with him, cause like you said, he's working paving streets for 12, 16 hours at 30 some bucks an hour, he don't wanna sit on a tractor making 15, if he don't have to. And I said, I understand that, but I can't guarantee him, but I will bring it to council.
Yeah, I mean, when's he gonna cut it? 8 o'clock at night, 9
I don't
o'clock
know.
at night?
Yeah.
Or I'm sure he's probably working a lot now, paving roads. That's busy time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I did tell him that I would bring it up, cause that's, I think, our only option at the moment.
Great.
Yeah, we're gonna discuss this in the back room.
Okay.
Executive session.
And one last thing for me,
Why?
that's
Go back room.
Why?
They know.
Talk it out in here.
Huh?
Why go talk back in there?
Because I have some things to say that.
Well, say 'em.
To say in front, I can't.
Why?
Personnel, you can't do it.
Yeah, if you're discussing the merits of somebody who's employed here, that's not appropriate to be discussed publicly.
If you need the grass cut, you pay somebody to do it. Because if you're gonna pay somebody out of the blue or a company, it's gonna cost a whole hell of a lot more than $20 an hour.
I don't have a problem with paying somebody to cut the grass.
Seriously.
Huh?
Let's move on, and then
Yeah, just
we can
move
do
on.
the executive session.
And one last thing under that was, my question was about the young blood. Have we cut them a check for that 5,000 that we agreed, cause I know there wasn't any contract with them, and we've only seen them come through once. And I know with supposedly was an agreement, they're gonna come through once on the alley, grade once, wait a minute, grade a second time, wait a minute, and then, I don't know, roll it or something.
They already rolled them.
Did that all happen?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry then, disregard.
Well, they did down my way, I know that.
I only seen them on my alley once grading, but I could have missed it.
The alleys are the best we've seen for that amount of money. Yeah, they rolled them. I seen the guy down there roll them.
Okay, it was just a question, I just wanted to make sure.
Check has not been cut, I haven't seen the bill yet.
Okay.
Jeff, I can talk to you after the meeting.
Aren't I still on the books?
Yeah,
Give
You
me
wanna
the,
cut grass?
give me $30 an hour. I make $56 an hour, I cut it after work anyways, and I cut it on weekends.
we'll discuss this. A solicitor's report.
So, there are some items obviously I can discuss below on the agenda. Two items that aren't on the agenda that next month's meeting, I'll have with your blessing, and I believe we've already got your blessing, an ordinance to adopt the 2024 property maintenance. Help me out here, Chuck.
International Property Maintenance Code.
So we need to update that, and I believe you already approved that, so you'll have an ordinance next month to that effect, to get that on the books, therefore, that way it'll be enforceable.
One correction there, it's the 2024, they have not released the 26 yet.
Did I say it's
Yeah,
26?
yes.
No, you said 24.
You did?
24.
Okay,
It's okay.
I'm not hearing right then.
I'm also exploring, I noticed that your borough does not have a code enforcement ordinance, so I'm also kind of looking at that, and that just gives Chuck some tools to help enforce other ordinances that aren't necessarily criminal, but might not have an enforcement provision within them. It really just helps clarify what notice provisions need to be followed, so that when we end up in front of a magistrate, we can show the magistrate that we followed, the borough code. So I'm taking a look at that. Right now, I'm leaning like toward recommending your approval of that. Probably, you guys won't have one in front of you next meeting to, adopt, but you will have one next meeting to take a look at it and give me your thoughts. So other than what's already on the agenda, I don't have anything else.
Harry's report.
So to circle back to what Eric was saying earlier in the fire department report, I had talked to him because I think it would be nice to try to make a little event out of the Big Boy 1404 passing through Koppel. It's a historic event. I think a lot of people will be excited to see it. So what we had discussed is closing down 4th Avenue. I'm trying to think, what is that, the 2600? Or the 20, from like the 2500 to the 2600?
So,
Like
from this
Leo
side of
Morelli's,
the crossover,
Pulaski's.
from this side of the crossover, down to, Ida.
Yeah, so 45 and 4600 block.
Yeah, 45, 46, and then the other side,
Would you close
44.
those too?
Yeah, cause if they're gonna line up. it's
Do you
gonna
think
go
we're
through
really gonna get
2,000.
2,000 people?
I don't know.
But we could potentially
If you
get a lot of
advertise
people.
it.
Well,
We
I
can get
was gonna
2,000, we can get
advertise
2.
it, and then I was trying to see if I could find food trucks or something to come. It's not gonna be here long, but I talked to Rachel. She said she could come down and sell like some breakfast items and coffee and stuff. And I'm gonna get with her this weekend when she gets back from vacation, but just so if people wanna have some food and like bring lawn chairs and sit and watch it. You know, we'll post safety rules and all of those things. And on tracks.
A lot of people use that side of the park though, don't they?
I would close it down. We would have to let the residents that live on that stretch know. And they are allowed to stay there, but I wouldn't want, if people are coming from out of town to view it right there, they should not be parking in that section that's closed. They would have to find parking elsewhere and then walk up. So, I mean, whatever it is, it is. But we ought to do something. I mean, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, so we'll try to make a little event out of it.
Remind me what time that train's coming through.
It's sometime between 9 and 10:30. It's leaving Conway at 9, it's getting to Struthers at 10:30. I
Eight,
just
10 after
can't.
9, not from.
I couldn't see it getting here in 10 minutes, but
I mean,
But I'd be ready.
It's not only steam powered, but it's diesel powered as well, so.
But I think I read it, its top speed is like 45 or 50, it's not even that fast. I saw the schedule, it doesn't have the time going through Koppel, it just has the different,
I'll have to ask Paige how she found it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do your count at night.
it is, there's no time though,
As long
that's
as they
why.
don't mind that.
You can watch it live, so once it takes off from Conway, you can track where it is, but I won't know that till it's moving. I just can't see, I don't know how the heck it could get here in 10 minutes.
You said Brett's taking.
Yeah, he's like, I said, Brett, I need you to have the drone so you can see it. He's like, oh, I didn't even think of that. I said, Brett, you love that drone. What do you mean you didn't think of it? Oh, yeah, no, we'll take video. We'll take pictures, we'll take video. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna, go ahead, sorry.
Camera up there too.
What?
Frank's gonna have his camera.
I was gonna ask Frank if you wanted to come and have some prints made of the pictures he
He's
already
going
took
to.
and sell them.
He's going to.
Okay, great, so he already had that idea. I was gonna call him, I just didn't get a chance to.
Yeah, it's on his internet.
Okay, public commentary. Go ahead, Jeff.
I got three things. I would like to have the papers that you guys have at every meeting from now on. This is the third time I'm asking for them for the community. Second thing, Mount Street, that needs done yesterday. Whether or not yins are gonna pave it, it needs cold patch in it. Those holes need patch. Whoever's doing it needs done yesterday. And then did the Borough building up here, the old Borough building, ever get the glass blocks on the windows?
Not yet.
Why? That was 2 months ago, you guys voted to approve it. no,
Is it
but-
scheduled?
They were ordered.
They were,
weren't they?
last I talked to Jimmy, they were ordered, they just hadn't come in.
Where they coming in from?
Don't know.
They had to custom make them daily.
You have-
Custom-
that's
they're
bad.
being
I
custom
mean,
fit to the windows.
the last 6 months, all I heard was excuse after excuse after excuse. So you guys hopefully do something new accordingly.
That's what I'm wondering, why you didn't stay on council.
They're trying.
Anybody else? We'll have to find out.
Do we know the
Does
company?
anybody even know who they ordered from?
That's what I was just
Mary
asking.
Sue?
If we know the company, then
Do you know who the glass block windows were ordered through? Do you recall? No.
How do we know the order?
who has the paper?
Probably in the maintenance department now.
Did you see any paperwork? on this?
What else is not
Okay.
done? It is a mess.
Well, that's true. Mary Sue, for the blocks, did we have to give it the glasses since they were custom made?
I did not do a deposit, no.
That's all. Cause there, he brought up a good point, when you get stuff custom made, you only have to put the glasses on because it's hard to resell.
So it was, I'm sure it probably wasn't done.
They may.
I'll see what I can find out.
Yeah, I'm sure. Other things took priority. Dunkin' Donuts.
Maybe Jimmy or Sandy will give us an answer. I don't have it. Anybody else from the public? Okay, old business. Sell the church and subdivided property.
So,
Well, good.
oh, go ahead.
Well, the last thing I know, we've been looking at is
Yeah, I passed out
subdivided. Good.
When you said you passed out, were you
I
talking about
passed
the
out
email?
the appraisal from the
Yeah,
appraisal.
Communication.
I did at some point. No, I don't. Just make it big. So the church was, we call it valued, we attempted to get a fair market value on the church. Does everybody know what I mean when I say that? And it came back as having no, zero fair market value. The rationale, as I understand it, is that the value of the property underneath exceeds the cost of repairing it, demolishing it, anything like that. So it doesn't really have a fair market value. When the borough owns property, the borough cannot get rid of property for less than its fair market value, which is sometimes determined by auction, that type of deal. In any event, I think we have a thought that an organization might be interested in it, and, am I correct?
Yes.
Am I speaking out of turn, out of school?
No.
So the thought would be to, that church is sitting on a bigger piece of property. The property, not the building, the borough still has, council still has interest in. The building itself, would need to be subdivided off of that. And so the thought was to see whether the interested organization would be,
Willing to pay the cost of subdividing.
willing to pay the cost of the subdivision, to facilitate that. So, I don't know if I don't know if anybody approached them, asked them, anything like that.
Well, we have a representative
I'm here.
here.
I'm Nate.
Hi, I'm
Nice
Jen.
to meet
I think
you.
we went to school together.
I'm sorry?
I think we went to school together.
New Brighton?
Yeah.
Class of '99?
Oh, no, 2000.
You're a youngin'.
Yeah, what year difference, Nate?
Yes, so that's where we're kinda at right now, is seeing whether that organization, and the name escapes me, it would be,
Bridge to Life.
Bridge to Life Church.
Bridge to Life Church would be interested in covering the cost of the subdivision. I mean, that's certainly not any type of formal offer, but that's where we're at in our conversations.
Yeah, and we are interested. We would be interested in entertaining that.
On top of the sell price.
There can't be a sale price because it has no value.
It has no
The
value.
property has value.
It has less value than the cost to repair that structure or demolish it. So it is no value.
There's another situation. We still owe money on the church.
And that most definitely is the situation, yes. I'm
So-
assuming it's encumbered.
So, let me get this straight. So when this is posted on YouTube, for everybody in Koppel, so you're gonna sell the church at no cost, just the price of the subdivision, is that correct?
Right now, we're kicking around ideas.
Well, Athena,
We're having a conversation.
okay, just so that the town people of Koppel will know that the only price will be the price of the subdivision.
And it's good that we actually are on YouTube, is it?
Yeah.
Because should anybody out there be interested, right, like I'm sure council is all ears as it relates to somebody being willing to pay more than that.
I have a question. What about, excuse me, I'm losing my voice.
Yeah.
What about renting it with a offset for repairs? So like say rent being an X amount of dollars, but they put that same amount of dollars in the repairs of it so they can inhabit it and have a contract with it for X amount of years and just rent the property.
Millions of dollars that are, bring it up to code. That's the
But
problem.
if they buy it, they're gonna put that money into it anyhow.
Right, that's on them.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Unfortunately.
And they do that to make it work, so.
Yeah, I mean, I think, right, so that's the beauty of contracts and agreements, right? Like, we can fashion them however, whatever suits the parties. And so if that is something that interested somebody, that's obviously an option as well.
How much do we still owe on that church?
I don't know.
Maybe 10,000.
Around 7,000.
Plus we're paying insurance and everything else on it, correct?
But the church isn't just the church, it's also the park, the rectory, and all the
Right,
property
right.
surrounding. So it's not like we would just walk away from something, we're still getting value from
Right.
the purchase.
Do we have any idea what that subdivision
Yeah,
cost
did you
would
look
be?
into that?
Yeah, I mean, a subdivision's gonna cost you, well, it's not gonna cost you.
Right.
It's going to cost.
It would cost thousands, it's in the thousands, 3, 4, I don't know. Something, that sounds about right to me.
When I checked with David that did the appraisal, he said it's gonna probably be somewhere around $5,000 to $6,000 to do a subdivision.
So, I mean,
So we would just be selling it for the cost of this, cause we could sell for higher.
you could, if somebody comes in and wants to pay $1 million for it, you could sell it for $1 million.
It has to get,
Just because it doesn't have.
Yeah,
it has to get.
so, yeah, I mean, I think it's something that, let me grab is it the church? The church's contact information?
Yeah.
And we can have some conversations, and then at the same time, we can, from a legal perspective, I'll make sure that for the next meeting I have prepared for you, some type of more clear path forward. We obviously wanna make sure we dot our i's, cross our t's, but I think the last time we spoke about this, we left it with, gauging the interest in it under those terms. It sounds like there is interest in it, and so now let's just make sure we measure twice, cut once, so to speak. And then, so, does that make sense?
I remember we had bids on tearing it down. The one that I had, I don't know what everybody else had, but 2019 said, he told me $50,000. But he gets all, like he's taking the metal and everything that's, cause there's a lot of I-beams and that in there, and they're gonna reuse them. But sooner or later, it's coming down. I don't understand, somebody, maybe you can help me, I mean, if it's that bad, how are you gonna fix it up and use it?
It's what we do for a living, fire, water, smoke restoration.
Yeah, they,
But why are they telling us it's worthless and it can be repaired?
Oh, it can be repaired,
it can
anything
be
can be
repaired, it's
repaired.
just structural. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of money, and if we did it, we have to pay prevailing wage, so it's like threefold what it would cost somebody else.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, when we got estimates years ago, like pre-COVID, it was like $1.5 million.
I think it's also similar, and if I get your background right, Rich, it's kind of like me fixing my car, right? It's gonna cost me a lot of money to fix my car, because I don't know how to do it, somebody else I'm gonna have to pay someone to do it. Rich in the same situation, I think he's pretty handy with cars, he could, you know, wouldn't cost him nearly the amount, because he does that.
He does everybody.
So all the pricing for a restoration job is done through a software that the insurance company creates. So I'm not gonna pay those prices because I'm just gonna pay in-house, or I'm actually gonna have volunteers doing the work, but I have access to all the supplies because of our business. So it's gonna be done for a lot less than you would pay a contractor to come in and do that.
But the problem I have, and I know Jeff knows it too, if I give that church away, I ain't never gonna hear the end of it.
I think, and
mean,
I'm
we
not
gotta get something
against
out
you
of it.
guys. What I am and what I've had concerns, not only for myself, my family, and other people in town is, it's gonna be there's so many things that were said. It's gonna be a halfway house, it's gonna be apartments for low-income people, it's gonna bring all these people into town. And I think if you can put I don't know if you can, Nate, put a stipulation on the sale that church can't be
Well, it would
this,
never
this,
be a
and this.
halfway house
Well,
or apartments.
It's big, and the problem is I think when the initial thing, when your husband was here, there were these ideas that were thrown out there, and there were not only myself but other people that it could be this, or it might be this, or the church is going to do this, and I think above the church doing all this other extra things beyond being just a church, you know, I mean having dinners and stuff like that is great, and I think that's awesome. But I think there's a concern. I know there's a lot of people that live down there on 6th Avenue are concerned that it's going to turn into something else other than the church.
Right.
And I think that is the concern. Like, I'm cool with you guys getting it for $1. I'm cool with that, as long as it does not become something that could be detrimental to the town in the long run.
Yeah, and that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know how that would work to have a halfway house. You know
Well,
what I mean? We would have to operate under a whole, that's not the vision. The vision is everybody's welcome in the church. You know, I can't help if a homeless person comes, but as far as providing living quarters,
That's,
you know,
I think that's what was said
you know,
at that
we would
initial.
open that up for a kitchen, for a pantry, for like, we're partnering with the fire department on the kids' table, we're helping out there, things like that, as far as like helping out and reaching out to the needy, but providing actual living quarters, that's not on our agenda.
I think, but do you see where I'm getting that concern? Because again, that initial meeting, things were said, and I think that threw up a little bit of red flags.
Yeah, the meeting
And
that I was at?
I believe so. Whenever the
Pastor
first,
made a comment about like bringing people in if they needed a place to live, but he was talking about people who were displaced from housing. Like, I know you've actually
Like short
had
time, right now,
short
we have
time,
a church
But-
at the hotel,
not
they
like
stay at the hotel, there's
homeless
people
people.
that.
yeah, but see, a lot of those people on 6th Avenue I talked to don't want that. And I think that's the concern, is because it is such a big building, because you can have those temporary apartments down there, then you're getting in a whole different zoning and,
Right, but that,
and-
yeah.
I mean, you know, I think it would have to be in a contract. I don't know, you know.
Yeah, again, I don't know how, we are registered as a church, as a nonprofit organization, a church, so I don't know how any of that would work.
I know, and believe me, I love what you guys are doing and
Yeah.
everything. It's the same thing with Jiggy's old place. Does anybody follow up on that?
I thought somebody bought it.
They bought it and it was going to be a woman's, a battered woman's thing. No, it's going to be, supposedly what I heard, it's going to be, they're gonna be able to stay there.
Oh.
It was for quilting.
It was for quilting,
But he's not doing that now, his daughter moved in.
Okay.
I talked to him
Because
yesterday.
that was the initial,
Yeah, he's making it.
do you see what I'm saying? So there's nobody in this town that is following up or doing anything that should be done. Like anything that's built on Arthur needs to have, you know, brick.
Oh, he went through Nate.
Okay,
He went through Nate.
Who's this?
Frank Condell.
Frank Condell.
He was the first one we sent to you, cause, Mary Sue gave it to Dave, and then I gave Frank your number.
I'm sure you did. I'm sorry, it's been a long time.
Somebody before Nate was here.
the same,
Nate was the zoning board.
Oh, he
this
was
was when I was
zoning,
on
zoning,
zoning.
okay,
This is
I
when
see,
you were on
yes,
zoning.
he did contact you.
Yeah.
Yes, he wanted to have a.
Remember when
Another-
you sent me his name?
another example I have is the warehouse
And I said, oh,
that's up
okay.
behind Ann's shop.
Yeah.
Now, I thought in our ordinances said no warehouses on Arthur, but I'm not 100% on that. But, you know, that nobody really followed through.
Would that be a zoning issue?
Well,
But
it
who-
was, and that's why we sent him to you.
But who takes care of the zoning?
The zoning board.
The zoning.
Well,
Well, who
No.
reports it, and then, example is, say the driveway that was over here, or the guy that's cutting
The curb.
yeah.
the curb.
Yeah, so, and that's a conversation we might get into a little later, but that's Richardson right now. I have
Yeah.
And they, yeah, they've.
I have a
issued
contract that they are the
orders,
zoning officer.
Yeah.
And so anytime there's like a building permit that kinda comes through, they should be signing off on it as the zoning officer, saying this meets the zoning ordinance.
and they were.
This doesn't. I'm not saying they're
Yeah.
not, I'm just saying that's how it kinda works. Somebody should have eyes on
The
it.
problem is, we're having people doing things
Yes.
that they shouldn't be doing, and they're not getting permits, and they're not doing this, you know.
That's later on on the agenda.
Yeah.
We have this issue of our current inspector Richardson, / zoning officer and MDIA. Two different companies. The reason I think, kind of reached out to MDIA is I think there wasn't, there was at least some, disappointment, that's not the right word, but you understand what I'm saying with respect to the services we're getting from Richardson.
But at the same time, there are people being told, just do what go ahead and do it.
Yeah,
You know, that's not right to do.
you're right.
You know,
100%.
this whole seek forgiveness after the fact, should not be happening in town.
Here, here.
And it's, believe me, it's not. I hope you guys get it, I'm just saying.
So we just talked about MDIA and Richardson, now we're talking about terminating Richardson. Are they gonna walk away from this, or are they still?
Well,
How's that happen?
so where are we at on the agenda? I just wanna
So
make
you
sure.
discussed
I
the
guess we're-
church and
Discuss
subdividing.
Yeah, the
finalizing
subdividing.
MDIA.
Okay, so where we're at with Richardson was there, so,
He wants to talk to them and then sorry, I'm recapping what you
No.
said about the previous bullet point.
that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. MDIA, we have an offer from MDIA. Richardson, we have a contract with Richardson that has a, so you're free to terminate the agreement, but there is a window there.
60 days was it?
Thank you. 60-day window, so you're free to terminate the contract with Richardson, but you're on the hook for 60 days. So the question is, do you want to overlap those, if you do want to move forward with MDIA, do you want to overlap that, or do you want to, like, time it such that when you're out of, when that 60 days expires, that's where MDIA picks up? That's, I
Has
think.
anyone talked to Richardson or notified them that we're considering severing our contract? Has anyone had any?
I have not had that conversation with them.
Mary Sue, you said that we don't pay Richardson
Unless they
monthly,
do
only if they do
something.
something, so if we get to, sign up MDIA and have still have Richardson, we'd only pay whoever we, because you don't pay MDIA.
We're not using Richardson, there's no.
Yeah,
In other words, we don't use, so
Same with
we only get,
MDIA.
so the 60 days, in other
It
words,
wouldn't
what I
be.
hear you saying is it would be
But they
an
still
issue.
obviously need to be sent a letter indicating that we're severing this contract.
Sure, and that
Yeah,
decision
they
has
said
not
he
yet
would-
been
he
made
would
by
send them a
council.
letter.
But as of last week, they were still doing stuff in town.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
because they're still the,
Yeah, they're still,
But no, we don't know who contacted them to do it.
he's come, I think
I got a
he's
little
getting
bit of
them
information
over
on
the
that.
internet.
One of those was somebody I called them about in December and never got a response back from. The other two, I have no idea who reached out to Richardson to address those two properties.
They could, well, that was from December, wasn't that about the same time that there were a handful of properties that we had submitted like a list to, and I don't know if they ever got, I wonder if this is just a backlog.
It may have been,
It
but
may have been, but what he told me when I approached him and when I talked to him,
Him being
Richard Jeff,
Okay.
was they were coming in on the website anonymously straight to him.
I don't, how would you have access to the website?
It's not true.
That's what he told me, I'm just saying.
I know, there's no link,
Well-
I called the,
So the link is
Oh, you
gone.
talked to him.
well, what he told me is he had several inspectors quit and he was down to one inspector. And he was unaware that nobody was contacting us back.
so,
And I'm like, I made multiple contacts, calls, emails, text messages. I'm pretty sure Mary Sue had made several attempts to contact him. But just zero, it was silence completely and totally, no response. And then all of a sudden he shows up in town and condemns 3 houses.
there was never a link on our website to have somebody else issue a complaint.
There was, or I don't know if it's still there was a web submission form, and it comes to my email and it goes to her email.
I talked to Nick.
He might have taken it down, I don't know, there used to be, because I've received, you get them and I get them, but they do not go, they should go to her, anyways, I get them, but I don't, Jeff can't get them, they're not being forwarded to Jeff.
I think they were being forwarded to you and Jeff, not Mary Sue.
Yeah, I don't,
I've never done that.
Cause Jeff did tell me he was getting them.
And Nick said it was never on
I mean,
the
the name.
website.
yeah.
and it wasn't specifically for like
The old website still comes up, so.
the .org one?
I'm just telling you what he said it was never on the website, so I don't know.
Cause that's how I email you the agenda. I go on the old one, cause it's so much easier to navigate. And so that is still up. So if he's not going to the .org and the other one, I don't even know what that one is. 'Cause I
It's
just put in
.gov.
Koppel, PA.
How many websites
Dot
do we
org
have for
is-
town with 12 streets?
It's, .org and .gov, they go to the same spot, that's the newer website.
Yeah, I don't use that one, I use the old one.
What is the old one?
The thing that maybe you need to talk to Nick, because
I'll call
Yeah.
he told me. He said, "Well,
I don't use that one anymore, I just do Koppel, Borough, and the other one comes up.
I'm looking, I don't have my laptop, so it's,
Yeah, I have mine on, I'd be able to. But are you still good with MDIA, or do you want?
yeah, there's a suggestion box. You can leave comments.
suggestion box,
But-
and it goes to Richardson?
No, it goes to me.
It goes
It goes to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then how's Richardson getting it?
I don't know, there was
That's what I'm
one time I got a complaint that dealt with Richardson-related business and I forwarded it to him, but that was like a year ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the point is,
I don't know what
We
he's
got-
talking
Chuck said
about.
it was going, they told him it was going directly to Richardson.
And that's what they told me too.
I'm gonna
And it's
message
not.
Nick, so just hang
It's
tight.
not.
I don't believe that it is, but we'll see. guys can continue the meeting.
The next item is discuss pay 3 bills received from Richardson. That's me. I did not do that. I will do that and get back with you.
Okay.
Nate, going back to the MDIA, then are we going to sign the contract then and overlap them since there's no payment going?
It's, so long as we only pay Richardson when they do work for us, then you're able to do that without financial, any negative effect financially. So the question is whatever council wants to do.
Because if we do sign MDIA, I talked to Chuck and he said he will do rental inspections. He'll put an amendment into the contract and he'll make a certain fee because he looks at fire, safety. If they have fire extinguishers or fire, carbon monoxide, he looks at that kind of stuff. But he said if you want him to look at structure, then he will add that to, he'll make an amendment to the contract and add that in there. And we just tell him what we want him to look at when he does rental inspections. And I also relayed that to Chuck, so that one house that we have that outside was kind of, but she did fix it, so. But if we do that, when you send him that signed paper, just send him the list that you and Chuck can make up. Send it with him and then he'll make an amendment to the contract for doing rental inspections.
So this agreement you're saying?
Yeah, the one that I gave you that needed signed. Yeah.
Does he, and he does not do zoning, he does not do zoning officer work. So we use
He
Richardson.
doesn't do code enforcement, he does,
He
he
does
doesn't
that.
use CC.
Well, zoning would be our zoning.
He said we need to utilize our zoning board. And we agree that, you know, we have to use our zoning board.
Okay.
But then he would jump in at some point, and he will do the building permits, he will do inspections, new building inspections, add-ons.
You know, do code enforcement.
He
Or
doesn't.
Richardson did code enforcement when it came to a certain point.
No, Richardson.
MDIA on code side, MDIA would do the same thing as Richardson, and that is the code portion that is more of a, no offense, Chuck, professional level, like, your
Yeah.
electricians,
He
your
will work with
plumbing,
Chuck.
your.
He said he'll work with Chuck. Chuck can call him anytime and he would answer his questions and help him.
Did we just have to decide what percentage we
Yeah, we
wanted?
still have to do that.
Right, either 10 or 20%.
Right, and I have both of them with me, you don't have yours, I have 20%.
Could we get a
He
vote
says
on this before-
everybody basically does 20%.
I thought we voted on that 20%.
No, we talked about, it, but we haven't voted. So if we vote for 20% and signing, doing the contract, and then you and Chuck can get together and what you want the rentals, the extras.
So,
Nick is saying that form just goes to me. I don't know why that was, maybe it was a miscommunication, but Richardson is not receiving any kind of direct correspondence in a suggestion box.
So if you,
Then we have to notify them. too.
yeah, and then I
Yeah,
can do
and
that by way of the letter.
Yeah, Ned said he would handle that.
So, couple things here. And we would also need a resolution authorizing the signature, to the contract with MBIA, so. I mean, you got, I don't know how quickly you wanna act on this. If you wanna act on it, you can, would be a motion to, accept MBIA's, proposal. And then if that would pass, then you would pass a motion to, authorize the solicitor to, of course, communicate that we are terminating Richardson's contract.
Everybody good?
Yeah, make a motion. MBIA, accept their
I make a motion to accept.
second.
You second.
In favor?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Then we need a motion
That's
for you.
Now I need a motion for terminate Richardson.
I'll make a
In
motion.
60 days, I need a second.
I'll second.
Yes.
No, I'm
Did
sorry. No,
did
no.
I say it wrong?
No, you got it right. I had a thought that was wrong. So.
Don't confuse me.
Long day.
Please don't confuse me.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Before we move on, can I say something? I need council's approval for this.
No.
I would not.
I got a phone call today from the fire extinguisher company that comes and inspects the fire extinguishers at the maintenance garage and police department. The two there's a fire extinguisher in each police car, there's fire extinguishers in the maintenance garage. They wanna come tomorrow and do the inspections on the fire extinguishers, make sure they're up to date and everything. But I don't know how much that costs, I didn't wanna say yes, and I told them to call me at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So, is that something that is budgeted, Mary Sue, that? No, that's
The
nothing to do
fire
with fire
extinguishers
department.
have to be inspected.
Yeah, it's the company that comes and inspects all the fire extinguishers.
Yeah, that's just normal.
Can I just tell them to come do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
For some reason, I think it's-
That falls under maintenance, just generalized maintenance, you have to do every year.
Yes.
Okay, I'll tell them to come
I
then.
think it's around 200, 250 or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't wanna tell them to come and without,
You get yelled at?
yeah, exactly.
We'll yell at you anyways.
Who's gonna let him in?
I will.
He's gonna have to do it.
Oh,
All the fire extinguishers are out in the garage and in the police cars, so,
okay.
yeah. So go for it.
Discuss, we already, we gotta pay the 3 bills to Richardson.
He has
If
to
we owe
look
it to
into
him, we
that.
should pay
Well,
it.
you're looking into that, aren't you?
I'll look into that. I gotta
That's-
call
that's
them.
being tabled.
And,
We don't really know when that-
Okay.
It's Susan. What's her name on it?
right, that's.
Okay, accept Jimmy Kravchuk's resignation. I wish he was here. I wanted to thank him. You could thank him for me, Sue. He did a good job. I'm sorry it come that way, but
We would need a motion.
yeah, I need a motion to accept Jimmy's resignation. Second,
I'll second. Is that
I
it?
got a second.
Oh, okay.
In
Yes.
favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, let's change that to abstain.
Okay.
Change that to what?
Abstain. Abstain, she's abstaining.
Abstain for me.
And then you. Did you vote? Dawn? Okay, I didn't hear you.
Discuss,
It's not on the agenda, but Mike Edmonds,
oh
did
yeah,
I
he's
hear?
resigning. He hasn't
Did he
worked for us
resign?
in a while.
But I don't know that did he actually?
Yeah,
write-
he actually,
Well,
that's who
that's
you
what I was
talked
saying
to.
earlier, that he didn't say he resigned, but when we were asking if he'd like to, assist with some grass cutting, he said with his health being the way it is, and he's getting older, and there's nothing he could really do to help us.
So we need to take them off.
Does he need to send in a letter?
It would be ideal.
Yeah,
Let's try and
just-
get a letter for, some type of notation of some sort that we can accept at the next meeting. That becomes a problem, we can do it, but it's just better.
I think he just helped with the snow removal, with his quad,
Yeah,
to do
that's-
like the police station and,
Front.
but I know he's got a
I
bad back.
don't really remember him cutting much grass.
No,
No,
he
he-
didn't cut
So
any
he
grass.
usually
He
plows the
usually-
sidewalk.
Right,
down
he
to
used
Yeah.
to do the
In
sidewalk.
front of here
office.
and down front post office, a couple other places.
Just
Right.
a sentence. If we don't get it, it's no big deal. Preferable CDs.
Okay. Discuss hiring full-time maintenance worker. I think we had just one,
Yeah, do you want to see
and
his
we
application?
did this all properly, and we
Yep.
Was that job
advertised.
posted?
What's that?
Is it posted? I didn't hear anything about this.
No.
Isn't it supposed to be
That's why I
posted?
said, was this done legally and?
Yes.
I'm okay with it, I mean, from a
Well, if it's
legal
not
standpoint.
posted, I know like 3 people who were interested in it. How would they know? That's why I'm here. I knew nothing about it.
It doesn't have to be posted,
Why wouldn't it have to be posted?
because we need somebody right away. And it
What's the
doesn't-
emergency? Grass?
Grass and
Grass?
everything else that needs done.
That job
And
should
we
be
went
posted.
through
I
the
mean, there's
solicitor.
3 people I know who wanna apply for that job. I've never,
We had
I
a
mean, that's why I'm
conversation
here.
with the solicitor.
I was thinking about it and had no idea. You just announced Jimmy's resignation tonight, so he was still on, obviously.
Yeah, he gave us his resignation.
Let me just give you a legal framework for what you guys are deciding. Don't have to post it. And obviously, but obviously,
There's no snow, there's no emergencies.
got me. Yeah, I don't think you need a lawyer to explain to you the situation, right? Like, the grass is growing, but at the same
That's
time,
aesthetics.
one second, sir. But at the same time, apparently you have other people who are interested. I have, that's where we're at, is you interviewed a candidate. It would be permissible to hire him, and at the same time, it would also, I think, be understandable if you wanted to.
And if they want to
See
put
what else is out there.
applications in, they can still put applications in.
Well, are you making a decision tonight?
It's on the agenda.
Well, then how's that gonna work? If you,
Because part-timers, helpers,
I'm talking for
as
the
soon as
maintenance
there's a
job.
position open, we can call them.
Are you making a decision on the borough maintenance manager tonight?
It's not
It's not a manager.
It's not a
position.
manager.
Or whatever it is, whatever it's called.
yes,
Okay, so there's people interested in that job.
tell them to come and apply.
Are you making a decision tonight? You gonna
Yes.
hire someone tonight?
But
Well, we
that doesn't
can't
mean
really hire somebody tonight and then bring other people in for the
Well, there's
position.
gonna
can
have
be
to be a
on record
helper,
for
they can
later
be on
on.
record for further hiring.
No, that's not how it goes.
Well,
That's
there's the
definitely
lawyer
not how
right
it
there.
goes. I know for a fact that's not how it goes.
We went through the
That job
solicitor
needs to be
before we
posted.
did it.
It does, I mean, I'm not sure what I'm not aware of, but, there's no legal requirement that you post it.
Okay.
Who did you have interested?
There's a couple of different people.
Are they from town?
Yes.
Would they be
I was
interested
one
in
of
the,
them.
would they be interested
I
in
was
the
actually
part-time
thinking about it.
position?
I'm sorry?
Would they be interested in the part-time position to start?
That's me right now. Yeah,
Right.
Well, you're still on the books, so you're a part-timer.
I don't know. No, I'm a casual.
He's filming.
I'm like a UPS employee, casual.
That's why I wanted to know if it was all legal. 'cause
That
first of
just
all,
doesn't,
I
that just
wasn't
doesn't
here.
seem right to
Wasn't
me, I
here,
don't know,
so-
I thought that should be
Sammy
posted.
knew about it.
It's legal.
Huh?
Sammy knew about it,
You knew about what?
all this that's going on.
Yeah, but shouldn't it be posted, like, I mean, if people, if a job opens up in a township, I'm thinking it should be posted, I don't know.
Motion because I wasn't at the end.
I'm sorry? Yeah, I mean, if there's a motion to hire him, but otherwise then we
And
can
we'll
move
just
on.
go on.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Well, I only
Yes.
have one question. If
Okay.
we hire Mr. Guthrie, didn't you say you were putting in your 2 weeks' notice?
Yep.
So when would you be able to start for the borough and not, do any disservice to Youngblood where you work now?
2 weeks from tomorrow, if I was hired today.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
That just answers my question.
Yes. And I
Yes.
found out about the job through Facebook.
Susan?
I never saw anything on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yes.
I never saw anything on Facebook.
I'd sustain mine because
You can't sustain. You have to vote yes or no.
if I'm related.
He's
Oh.
related.
Oh, you're related, okay. Okay, yeah.
You don't
I'm like,
understand.
what are you doing? You can't abstain.
So, passes.
He's sitting back there.
Good luck, Paul.
Did you hear him, Bobby?
Yep.
Loud and clear.
Oh, Susan brought
Flags.
this up.
I brought this up. Russ and I have been talking, and whenever you go through other towns, you go through Darlington, you go through Elwood, you go through any other towns, you see the flags.
Like the veteran flags?
No, just regular United States flags.
Oh.
Hanging up on the poles. And it really brightens up the town. So, we were thinking, why isn't Koppel utilizing something like that to just bring color, bring something more to this town than just going through the streets, you know? So, we were thinking, actually, I was kinda looking around, and I did see one website, it was just one website that I went on, that they can do, just regular pole flags. Now, that would mean we'd have to probably get somebody to hang them up and take them down from, what is it, Memorial Day through Labor Day. You guys have that one, right?
You guys own the pools?
Probably that power.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and actually, I printed this off today, but the one website that I went through, and I believe it was from like Gettysburg, and it was just one company. We don't have to go through this, but for one of them, for 12 flags, and it comes with the holders, the flags, it comes with everything, it came out to be like $9.48. But that was for 12, and that's coming down Arthur and going down Fifth. But, I don't know, we just need to do something more for this town than just,
Yeah.
nothing.
Will Josh
And
buy
snowflakes.
flags?
Huh?
Will Josh get us the flags?
I'm trying to get lights from him.
Okay.
I'm really trying to get
Why don't we
Jeff
reach out to
wants
Penn
to-
Power and see if they'll supply?
Wes has something
It's
to
their
say.
poles.
I think that's an awesome idea, but we couldn't get the lights unplugged up there.
Wait,
We couldn't get them unplugged for months.
wait a minute, but now that we did call somebody, we do have somebody.
Okay.
Armstrong will come, they'll even take them down.
Armstrong is who took our lights down?
No, they unplugged them.
Well, that's what I meant, yeah.
They probably do need to.
But
come
they
down.
would have taken them down. He asked me if I wanted them down. I said, well, it's a little late now, just leave them up.
I was even gonna say, H&M, you can rent those.
Well, we don't have to rent it, this is free.
That's all
Yeah,
I'm saying.
They send the guy up and he does it.
You can't.
And he told me they would do it anytime.
All
So they might hang how many
Was-
times?
You can get the hats like 2,
I don't know how you
I don't know.
schedule that, but sure.
Suzanne, I also have, paper for the veterans, banners.
See if they would do it.
I can get them through that same company, they have
Yeah.
the same, they can do like the 2 banners on one, on the same holder.
The front and the back, you mean, like,
Yeah.
I think
I
it'd be a
mean,
great
with the
idea.
pictures and.
Yeah, it's all from that same company, but I
Right.
just, again, it was just the one website that I pulled up, but
Just a, do you have a
Just give it
database that can tell you how
something.
many you have in town?
Just make sure they're made in the United States, because
it was from Gettysburg, I'm assuming it's from the United States. I know too many fancy flags that were not made.
Apologize to everybody, but I have to get back.
Alright, Rich.
Have a good evening.
Thank you. But like I said, it'd be something we need to kinda keep on discussing on and see about getting flags
Pull,
put
yeah, pull
up.
more prices and get
Yeah.
some comparisons. Well, she just said, no, they probably.
Yeah, because they were gonna do a donation for the park anyways, and they were gonna give us a hotspot for it, so I can call Seth and see if he's still on board to help us.
Yeah, might as well.
I can talk to John.
So-
see if I can use it.
Water polo from the police department, I don't know what that is. What do you mean, water polo from police
Put it on the
department?
agenda.
Rich put it on the agenda?
Oh, hey, Rich, before you leave, can you do the water cooler that you requested on?
Was brought to my attention the other day that the water cooler was missing from the police department. I told them to come down to the fireworks store, I gave them a half a case of water so that they had something to drink. I don't know why it was removed, who removed it, or anything like that. It was just a concern, yes.
I removed it because I'm tired of dealing with the company. I'm in the process of trying to find somebody else. But they're not without water. There was a whole case of water delivered to them.
To the police department?
Yeah, and put it. You guys
There's no
have any
water.
water?
Do you think it's allowed to have a maintenance room? Is
It
that
could be.
possible?
I know we have not accessible.
Okay,
Well, we can
That-
get you water, who are we dealing with?
pardon me?
Who are we dealing with for delivery?
Perry, Ohio.
Go to Colligan, I
was just
use
gonna
them,
say.
they're great.
No, they're not.
Colligan's
No.
not?
Who-
Colligan,
Colligan in
Colligan,
Elport.
in Elport, they're, yes,
Yeah,
they're great.
they do it
They,
too.
they bring my water.
They do my
That's the only
hours.
reason I brought it up, because I didn't want them not to have something to
No, I
drink.
know that.
And we all know that the water in town isn't the best to
It's
drink
not.
unless it's pre-filtered.
Okay, I'm in the process of finding somebody new.
Yeah.
I don't know
Okay.
about
Call
Our
Colligan
water used to
tomorrow,
be
they're
the
great.
best.
No, I
That's
agree.
what
Yeah,
we
I
own
use
the
them
treatment
too.
plant and
I
everything.
can't
They
say
made it water.
I just wanna give them coffee.
But I thought you had water for yours.
Use the toilet water, Eric.
I thought
Yeah.
it was
Don't
water.
That's the only reason I brought it up. I wanted to know what was going on.
My daughter used to, she used to
Okay. Thank
Do you
you.
rent or do you buy the
get
cooler?
water and take it back.
You can buy, I mean, I don't know if you want to, but a new one is
Okay,
like.
we're gonna break
150 to
for,
200, just outright.
Executive session.
executive session, it's only gonna take
Cheaper than renting,
5
whatever
minutes.
you use.